welcome to the very first episode of Creatively Rich. I am your host, Ann Tipton, and I am so excited that you're here. I wanted to talk a little bit today about what it means to be creatively rich, because that's what the whole show is based on. That's the whole concept. So I just want you to have a really clear idea of what that means. I started this show because what I've noticed in my work with female entrepreneurs is that a lot of people get to certain levels in business that you would think that they would feel successful at. But for whatever reason, the money stuff just seems to get in the way. And even though they're doing okay in their business, they're making money, they've really gotten this thing off the ground, they still don't feel rich. And I think that that's such a shame because these are amazing, brilliant, successful women who just don't feel that way. And what I know to be true is that as long as you have, food in your belly and a roof over your head, the feeling of rich is available to you wherever you are. So it's really important for me to highlight different ways that you can make that possible for yourself and in your life. And I think especially as female business owners, we have the ability to kind of call this feeling in whenever we want, right? We've got some more flexibility than maybe your average employee does. And we have some more flexibility in terms of how much we can earn and how we can earn. It's not necessarily a, dollars for time scenario all the time. So I really want to highlight what it means to be, do, and have life on your terms, whatever that means for you. And so what I've done is I have brought together some of the coolest entrepreneurs you will ever meet and highlighted, we've done some amazing interviews, we'll continue to do amazing interviews, that highlights how they've been able to not only incorporate these things into their lives, whatever the dream is, whatever the being or doing or having looks like for them, but they've also done it in a way that costs a whole lot less money than you might think that it would. So that's the thing that's so interesting about getting super intentional about what you want in your life. It's so often the case that once you really clearly define the thing that you're being held back from, or the thing that you think you're being held back from, once you define what that is and actually put the pen to paper to figure out how much it costs to make it happen, it usually doesn't actually cost that much more. So I'm so excited to get this show started with you and to share all these amazing women's stories. I've also got some really great tips, tricks, and advice for you, not only around money, which is super important, and that's where my area of expertise is, but also just around living a life that feels rich. How do you do that? What does that mean? So we'll walk through some different topics and ideas about what can make that possible for you. Not only will these concepts be highlighted in episodes of the show, which will be available on YouTube and Facebook, but we'll also have some really rich discussions in our Facebook group about what it means to create this intentional wealth, to create these feelings of richness creatively in your life. So if you want to join us and have those discussions, we've got the Facebook group available. I'll link to it in this post. Please join and come be a part of the conversation. This is one of those areas that we're all kind of defining and working out for ourselves, what it means to be rich or what it takes for us to feel rich in our lives. So we've got lots of really good conversation happening, and I'd love to have you be a part of that. So I'll link to the Facebook group in the post here, and I hope to see you over there. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next episode.